Indah. Parmeni.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Crypto and Chill with Great Chapesi out in Dubai.
Yes, Chapesi, Max mentor in Dubai. I'm sure he was your tour guide when you were in Dubai.
More than a tour guide, he was my sheik.
Your sheik.
Is it the grey with the penthouse?
No way, bro. You were the chic. You had
Penthouse
the entire outfit in front of the freaking what kind of Rolls Royce taking phone calls, you know?
So I was staying at Gray's
Lucky.
penthouse in Dubai for like 2 days, and then I left because I don't wanna, you don't wanna invade someone's
Gray's
privacy.
got Rockstar's got people.
Yeah.
I mean, what all girls do in Dubai, and he had eaten and he's full for 2 days. Like, yo, you cramping my fucking apartment. I need to go take a.
So I tell him that I'm going to 5. It's a hotel in Dubai.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
He's like, hey, Willie, because that's
Why?
where the slay queens are.
And how did 5 go?
Fucking epic.
How many? 5.
But I don't think. Can you explain why you chose the 5 out of all the hotels? You need to explain why you did that.
Hey, man, I just wanted a good time, man.
I think it's for obvious reasons. It was for obvious reasons why you wanted the 5.
What? Man, you went there alone?
No, it was my woman.
Exactly.
That's why I did the live from the pool.
It makes sense now.
But anyway, Great Chapesi, how's the
Yes,
crypto
sir.
Zoom that you've been doing with the chillers every single Saturday? How's that going, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so the Crypto and Chill every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. South African time. We've been pushing it for 3 weeks now straight. And a lot of chillers are joining in and they asking the questions. A lot of them have gotten started. The only ones who haven't are the ones who haven't been able to join. And maybe some people do not know, but we're doing Crypto and Chill live with me. It's a private call with me and the chillers. Every Saturday in the morning, they ask me all the type of questions. I'm able to help out wherever they have any drawbacks and challenges in terms of their crypto journey. So yeah, that's where we are right now. It's incredible. Most people now, they have a Bybit account. They're able to buy and sell and they know what's going on as far as crypto. So I'm really happy that this is working.
So we'll put up the link and it's every single Saturday, yeah?
Every single Saturday, everybody who wants to join just have to make sure they register with the link below because that's how we can communicate and send them emails, the reminders of the sessions on Saturday. So please, to all the chillers out there who are serious about crypto, let's do it, man. It's working.
I've got a sound guy here who tried to get Bybit on his Android device. Don't ask me why, but yeah.
So committed to Android, this guy. No problem, though, to each their own.
He said he
I
couldn't
think
get...
Mac, I think it's your influence. You also hate iPhone. Here you're like, oh no, I'm gonna stick to my Android. I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
So he couldn't get Bybit on his Android. It said that it's not available in SA. Is that true?
No, not at all. You should be able to download it on any device anywhere. We have some people that I know who use this Android and they still use Bybit in SA. So not too sure what's going on there. Maybe it's time to check what kind of Android does he have because there's so many Androids. But in all seriousness, it should work. Otherwise, join in on our Saturday session, then I'll be able to help you as well.
Awesome. Let's get straight into the shit. What's happening with the current market, bro?
Yeah, man. The current market is affected by a lot of forces. So, as you know, there is a war happening in Ukraine, and there's now an energy crisis happening. So, not only SA has crisis now, even in the UK where you're going now, there is potential for load shedding because of the energy crisis
In the UK?
The gas prices in the UK, bro. You're gonna see it. There's an incredible crisis for energy there. So, the energy actually underpins the entire economy. And because of that, you are seeing a lot of prices going up. And then the central banks are trying to play some crazy abracadabra to save the economy, to make sure that inflation does not go rampant. So So the United States dollar, for example, has been gaining strength, whereas the euro and other currencies like the rand and even the British pound has been tanking 20% down in the last few months already. So because all these forces, it's putting a certain pressure on the market that it's just been constant. Bitcoin itself has been standing out very nicely, but it's harder to tell whether it's going to go up from this point or it's going to go down. But a big thing is going to happen. We just don't know which direction it will go. So, I'm on the sidelines. I'm just buying these current prices. We might see 2020 repeating itself if the US dollar itself starts falling. But otherwise, we've been making money in terms of trades. High volatile market goes up, goes down. It's just that we don't know the short term, let's say by December, how things are going to look like.
So Penduko wanted to ask, how does the energy thing affect Bitcoin? Yeah, you wanted to ask?
Well, generally, not even the energy thing, man. I just want to ask, we know Bitcoin as a new way of, the future of finance, essentially, and something that lives out of the normal fiat money system, number one, and number two, I thought it's something that's not heavily affected by the real ongoings of politics and just things like, for example, crisis in the UK, energy, etc. How much of what happens in our daily lives is actually affecting the price of Bitcoin, and why is it affecting the price of Bitcoin if Bitcoin is something that is not particularly regulated and falls within, the realm of the usual world,
financial
the everyday
sector,
and financial sector,
Yeah, that's a very good question. So,
Yes.
As far as Bitcoin,
It is, though.
okay, so good question. So, thanks, bye. But as far as the Bitcoin is still in the economy that we live in, it's still basically affected with everything else. So let me give you an example of the historical moment, like in 2020, why Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies went up so high. It was because we had a decrease in the interest rate. So if you're a billionaire, you keep money in the bank, $1 billion, you basically would finish a year with less than you had before because you had no interest rate almost, and then you would just be getting bank charges. So if you're a rich person, your math was like, okay, what kind of asset class can I put this money that would give me more return? Then you would buy things like stocks and other assets that are sort of uncorrelated from the actual fiat money interest. And we saw it happening. The lower the interest was going, the higher the price of stocks and other commodities, including gold and Bitcoin, were going. And now, after the pandemic happened, we now saw a switch where the central banks came in and say, oh, now we need to fix the economy. We are printing so much money. Now we need to squeeze. And instead of printing money, we need to now increase the interest rate and start basically calling in all the money that they were printing before. Money is now harder to get because the interest rate is higher right now. That makes a lot of people to quit risky assets like Bitcoin and stocks and buy bonds because they'll be getting guaranteed return on their money and it's much safer. So with what's happening now, it seems like whatever the central bank have been trying to do is still not working. So they might end up having to crumble down on the interest rate again, bringing it down, which will get the investors to switch, go into Bitcoin again, or they might keep on increasing the interest rate, which is bad for if you have a house loan, a mortgage or a car loan or whatever.
To go to what Sol is saying, what does the interest rate have an effect with Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, the interest rate is almost a symbol of the conventional financial system, and Bitcoin is a whole different thing that lives out of that system. How is then the interest rates affecting the price of something like Bitcoin or cryptocurrency?
Okay, sure. So you see, if you think of it from the eyes of normal people like us, it almost doesn't make sense. But you have to think about it from a perspective of people who have money, who move markets, billionaires and hedge funds and all that. Where they choose to put their money is where actually the markets move. So if a big company like Tesla or Apple or 5 billionaires decide to start buying Bitcoin, well, that's a huge amount of capital flocking into a small asset class of money. Prices start to go up. But now, let's say Elon Musk and all the other guys were buying Bitcoin. If they see that the interest rate is now higher, it's now more attractive to them, because if you're a billionaire and you hear of a 6% interest rate per year, with money in the bank, it's much more of a safer bet than keeping Bitcoin. So what they do, they would sell the Bitcoin and buy bonds or just keep it in cash, because they will get a good return. But if the return is zero and then there's inflation, it means that just by having $1 billion in the bank, you're actually getting more poorer. So you want an asset that is more like a hedge against the traditional financial system.
And what cryptocurrency should I be buying right now in this climate?
Okay, so right now you just want to be buying the asset class as crypto in general. So I think Bitcoin is a good one, obviously. And then Ethereum, recently, we just didn't talk about it on the show, but Ethereum had what we call the Ethereum merge. It now shifted from proof of work, which is the mining. It was based on mining, just like Bitcoin, but now it's based on just locking your coins, or we call it staking, locking your coins up in a wallet, and you generate, you can secure the network in that from that perspective. Now, Bitcoin has been attacked as something that consumes a lot of energy and it's not green. Ethereum has now moved over from that. It's now much safer, uses very little energy as compared to Bitcoin. And you'll see a lot of institutions now jumping on the Ethereum bandwagon. And I actually do think that Ethereum is clear as water for me, that Ethereum will go crazy in the next few years. It will probably flip Bitcoin in terms of market cap as well. So I think that's an obvious thing that most people can do. But of course, it's not financial advice.
Awesome.
I'm curious from what you're saying. If I'm not hearing you incorrectly, saying Ethereum may eclipse Bitcoin. What will that mean for the world of crypto? Because Bitcoin has almost been like the poster boy, the flagship currency in cryptocurrency. What will that mean for the world of crypto if Bitcoin is no longer at the helm?
Well, I think it's just a matter of time. It probably makes sense. Now, if you think about it this way, Bitcoin is almost like one company in the tech, let's say it's Yahoo, right? And then Ethereum is almost like, think of it like it's Google that has multiple products. So if you think about it between Yahoo and Google,
yeah.
A lot of people actually use Google products. You will use Google Meets, Google Docs, Google this, so many products that are on top of the Google platform. Yahoo is probably Yahoo News, basically, or maybe sometimes the search engine. So Ethereum just has more use cases. As many people are using Ethereum now, it makes more sense that it has to get a wider market cap. It also has a larger supply than Bitcoin itself, but the demand is high as well, which would increase the price. And then the price multiplied by the circulating supply. The price by circulating supply gives you the market cap of what Ethereum would be. But it won't change anything in terms of what Bitcoin is considered as. Bitcoin is the store of value of this cryptocurrency market, whereas Ethereum is more like it's like a platform, a blockchain protocol.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great, Jabesi. We'll chat again next week, yeah?
Hola, Jabesi. Don't move out of that penthouse,
Yes,
man. I also need to spend some time there. And I'm coming alone.
Hey, man, how big is Nkantini in Dubai? Is it still big?
Bro, so much. We went to this African restaurant called, do you remember the name, Mac?
Yeah, the one with the robot.
Exactly. It's the best African restaurant, one of the most expensive here in Dubai. And we went out there, and out of the blue, this DJ started playing Cantini, and he doesn't even know who Mac is. And he walks out to the DJ and said, look, this is my song. And the guy was just like, okay. He just thought that he was capping, but it was real.
He claimed
and then after you left, I went in there the other day, and they played it again. I actually sent you the video, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's worldwide right now, bro. You're worldwide.
Shout out, man. This has been Crypto and Chill, brought to you by Bybit. Penduka, what do you want to say to Great Jabesi?
Yo, Great Jabesi coming through, bro. Yo, bro. Which hotel is your penthouse in, fam? That's crazy, bro.
No.
You're living
we don't want to give too much. For security purposes, we can't say it. But
And
it's
he bought it cash, my
it's
nigga.
in Dubai.
Nah, fuck out of here. Because I know, like, a penthouse in Joburg, in a north suburb, you'll pay something like 8-10 mil. Damn, how much is a penthouse in Dubai?
No,
You'll say I'm pocket
I think we
watching.
can talk about that in a separate episode. But I definitely want to see you come here on your own, just so that we're not brawling any lines, and then I'll be able to show you the.
Hola,
the good side of
Chapesi.
Dubai.
Hola, Chapesi. No, I'll come in Jan, bro, when I'm on leave. I'm coming in Jan, Raja, and Chapesi.
Oh, why don't you come in December? Then we go to the World Cup together.
I'm working. I'm
between
gigging in
Dubai
December,
and
bro.
Qatar. Bro, come to the World Cup, bro. It's much fun.
But the World
Qatar
Cup
and
is not
Dubai,
fun.
Dubai.
There's no pork at the World Cup. It's all like in, Qatar and
No,
stuff.
no.
It's Muslim stuff.
No, so it's only 45 minutes to fly to Qatar from Dubai. So you can actually stay in Dubai and then fly to Qatar to watch
do
and
all the
then come
ratchet
back
stuff in Dubai and be disciplined to watch the
Exactly.
football in Qatar.
Absolutely, yes. And Qatar is not as disciplined as you think it is, in terms of in the main city. And it's a World Cup, so I'm sure they'll be a little bit lax. But it will be a good time. I think you guys should pull up.
All right, cool, man. Shout out
Hola,
to
The leadership is
Chapesi.
taking over, bro.
Yeah, man. Great Jabesi,
For sure,
Crypto
man.
and Chill. We out
Chapesi.
here. Boom.
Chapesi.
Welcome to Black Excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur. And if you still do, ask ourselves, what would Mapapunzi do? Parama chila, itlasha lefiki. Ungoyigi, even when they ask you, how sabi yini? Do not fear, for if you do, just say, Anistivi. This is the medicine of censorship. This is the pill. Which one is that one? Podcast and Chill.